You're listening to Duval Talks, a podcast that inspires creatives to make meaningful content and pursue their passions. My name is Nick Cano.
And I'm Bismarck Javier.
We're musicians and videographers from Jacksonville, Florida. We're sitting down with creators talking about their creative process, lessons they've learned, and as well as how to go about making an impact in their community. Welcome back to Duval Talks. My name is Nick Cano.
I'm Busy.
And I'm Joey.
We got a special guest here today with us. Obviously, his name is Joey. I would like to let you introduce yourself, my friend.
All right. I'm Joey Umsted. I've known Nick and Biz through high school. You know, we're here to talk about some really cool things about community I live in and some really cool things on the rise.
Yeah, because obviously Jacksonville is a very big community, so it's not like one side of town is just like trying to be built up. It is multiple little communities that is being built up as well. And Joey, I think, is very involved in the Murray Hill community and Riverside community as well. It's just West Side in general, I would suppose. So he is the president of the park of Murray Hill, correct?
Yeah, it's the Murray Hill Park. It's located on Dancy Street and Kingsbury. And I was the president. There was a time there where there was nothing really happening at the park. And, you know, I think for the first time in 60 years, there was no baseball, no sports, nothing
going on.
Yeah, nothing.
Well, tell me, how did you get involved into the park? Like, when did that first happen?
Yeah, so I met this man named Jose. He was big on the Preservation Association, so like housing and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, you know, the old people with the park, they haven't really done anything with it. And I was like, yeah, I've noticed that, and I wanted to get into coaching originally. And he said, yeah, well, we don't even have anybody to run the park. So I basically got two of my closest friends that I was play baseball with there, and we formed a board, and you know, they elected me president, and now we're trying to get baseball back, and we're trying to bring kids back to the community, you know, kind of have a space that I had when I went there growing up.
Yeah. Do you know why that is, that it kind of like just,
you know,
disassembled?
Yeah, no, I don't know what was going on. There was just nothing happening. Nobody was going. There was no baseball. Just, you know, it's just turned into a ghost town.
So
literally.
Is it strictly a baseball field?
It was. There's a basketball court there. There's a splash fountain.
Oh, yeah.
There's a playground there that kids can play at. And, you know, we're just trying to focusing on, you know, bringing it back to what it was. Because I've had people, you know, hit me up from like, they said, oh, you know, I played baseball there 30, 40 years ago. You know, I'm really proud of what you're doing, and we want to bring our kids there and have a place that we had.
But and maybe do you think it's like one of those situations where kids grew up, and you know, as they grew up and the park got older, maybe no more, I would say, like the new generation of parents didn't move in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I could see that.
Maybe like the community pretty much outgrew itself to an extent, and not on like a horrible way, just outgrew itself. The kids moved on, and so like the park in itself kind of just fell apart to an extent.
I mean, have you ever heard of like broken window syndrome? So like if something looks like shit, you know, people aren't going to go there, and it's going to be continuously treated as such. Okay, so when the park looked like it was being graffitied, you know, there were people there shooting up, you know, just doing some stuff you're not supposed to be doing, you know. You don't want to bring your kid there.
Yeah.
No,
you know,
that's
you don't.
No place for children.
No, not at all. And, you know, I work at the elementary school across the street, and it had gotten to a point where, you know, they wouldn't even bring their kids over there for recess. And
for the people that don't know, what elementary school?
I work at Ruth and Upson Elementary School. I'm a reading interventionalist, so I work with kids that are, you know, below grade level for their reading level. No, I love what I do, and, you know, it's just working there and being across the street, I saw firsthand how bad the park got, you know, and I just, you know, growing up, I have so many fond memories there. You know, I got to escape a lot of bad things that were going on at home by being at the park. So I just wanted to give that, you know, another space to kids that are going through it, you know.
Oh, that's sweet.
Man.
I think that's the ultimate goal that you can really have.
Give back.
So now what's the future moves for the park now? So we talked about the past of the park a little bit. What's the future goals for the park?
Yeah, so we just got about $225,000 from the city of Jacksonville.
And that's just
for us to renovate the park. We're going to get the baseball fields restored, putting in a new playground set, adding lights around the field for security, and just, you know, we're trying to make it a whole new place, you know, because the playground there was there when I was in second grade. Like, there's holes in it, there's rusty, So I just, that's a big part of what the kids from Ruth Upson would come across the street to play on. So I knew I had to get that,
I mean, and definitely, like, I remember when we were there playing basketball and all, there's only one basketball hoop.
Yeah, we're definitely adding another hoop and 2 nets.
Yeah, exactly. I was saying the net was torn and all. So, I mean, to see the funding going towards the right place, that's always nice to see. What I'm saying? To actually see where some of this is going, it's awesome to find out someone that I know is doing something involved with that.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. And we got, sign-ups coming up in the next couple weeks. We posted on Facebook, our Instagram, at Murray Hill Athletics. And we have a bunch of people just reaching out. There's, like I said, they grew up there. They want their kids to play there. And I've had people reach out to coach. It's really cool, how small the community and how come they're coming together and really trying to push this.
I really think that's one of the areas, because like I said, I'm big on building Jacksonville up to what it was again. So I love downtown Jacksonville. That's like my ultimate goal. But I mean, I adore the community of Riverside and Murray Hill.
Oh yeah.
How locally supportive it is. There's so many shops there that people don't even realize it's like around these couple bigger stores. But I mean, like, just to mention a couple, like Dreamette down the road.
Yeah, Dreamette's awesome. Dreamette's the best ice cream in Jacksonville.
Period.
So,
shouts to them.
Yeah, shouts out to Dreamette.
I think I even talked about them in the last podcast. Yeah. I talked about it was like cash only. Yeah. This is one of the best ice cream places you can go. You have Moon River right down the street from that.
Moon River's amazing.
I think they have 2 locations, one in Fernandina and then one here. And that pizza is by far my favorite. And they sell artwork off the wall and all that kind of stuff. Actually, one of the girls, I think it's Deja Washington, if I'm correct. Actually, someone painted her and the pieces on the wall. I saw it for sale, so that was dope. So I love that area and just being in that community. There's an awesome bar there too. I was telling him about it earlier. It's like a setup of like a vape store in the front.
Black Hat.
Black Hat,
yeah. Black Hat's dope. Black
and then you go in the back, it's like a German bar as you get into it. And then you go in the back, and there's like a whole patio garden area, and it's just like a whole vibe back there. So I think that community could even be built to greater heights than what it is now, because I think it's slept on more than or maybe not so much slept on because the people that know about it.
Oh yeah. It's almost like a hidden little secret.
Exactly.
It's not quite, Avondale. It's not quite Ortega, but it's, it's Murray Hill. And the people there, they have kind of like it's like a badge of honor to be a Murray Hillian. And, it's something I wear with pride too. It's just something, it's pretty cool to.
I actually just got a job at Wildcrafters.
Yeah. That's dope.
So that's going to be a fun little gig. It's once a week on Sundays at Jazz Night. The thing that we bring up once a week on this podcast as well. So that's awesome.
Quick question. Is that like just a Black Cat? Is that just like a vape lounge, or is it like a hookah spot too?
It's not hookah.
I don't think it's hookah. It's mostly just
like
you can get your vape liquids and then you can also get a drink in the back.
And it's really not even a place
Damn,
like
that's still lit. Yeah, lit as fuck.
It's literally, like I said, up front's a completely different vibe from the back. Like literally 2 different stores. Like you walk through a different door and you're like, Narnia. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lit. It's very, very, very cool. And just to pick your brain a little bit, I want to figure out. So you got the park. You're teaching. You're doing great stuff for the community, by the way. If no one has told you,
I really appreciate it.
A lot of people our age don't get involved in anything like this. So props to you, my friend. That's really awesome.
Like he's literally building a community.
Trying.
For the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For this future generation.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I just started watching that show Community. So the fact that this man is building up a community, man.
I got some big things planned. Some big things.
That's funny as hell right there. So tell me, what's some of the future? Like, what's some of your big lifetime goals that you just have set out for yourself after this, or not after, but throughout? Obviously, there's more roads to take.
I mean, our main goal just with the park is, we want to eventually build it into a complex, like a community center. We'll teach classes there. We'll teach, life skills, like trades, how to cook, how to do your taxes, stuff you need.
Stuff
to
they
learn.
don't really teach you in school anymore.
Stuff you need to learn.
Stuff they should have taught
what you need
us.
to do if you want to go buy a house. Just simple stuff like that. And because we see kids all the time just chilling there, nothing to do, smoking cigarettes, being destructive. But we feel like, exactly.
But I almost
don't
feel like
smoke
there
cigarettes.
should be, just on an off-subject thing, but I feel like there should almost be a class to build a personal brand. If
entrepreneurship or just, building yourself up. Yeah.
I just think that's such a strong thing to be able to have to keep you away from some of these certain things, because when you start documenting your own life and showing people what you really are and what you're really about, it just makes you a better, I want to say it makes you a better person, I guess, because you can be documenting bad things. But overall, to see that, it'll have good results for you. And just building a personal brand at the end of the day, just that's ultimate income.
Exactly.
To have people that want to buy stuff from you because they trust your work. You know,
Facts.
So that's very important.
Oh, 100%. You know, we want to have a programs in place where, you know, you can just learn stuff you don't learn in school. You know, because I mean, when I got out of school and I had to do my taxes for the first time, I was like, what? Like, fuck no. And, you know, it's just stuff that you're not ready for. And I think that's important. You know, cooking, I mean, the best thing I can do is make a bowl of cereal. You know? Man. I mean, I could follow a recipe, but it's just, I don't have the time.
Well, like I was blessed enough to, well, I wouldn't even say blessed enough, but I started working in a restaurant when I was in 6th or 7th grade, and I've been in restaurants pretty much ever since. So it's like, I have done my fair share of cooking, and I can cook damn near anything. So and
that's something I wish I could do, you know. But I'm a Uber Eats guy.
It's overrated, man.
Hey, shouts out to DA.
Yeah,
I got a lot of that experience.
Facts.
Yeah. People didn't know where they was at on the fretboard.
No, I think a lot of people took DA for granted.
I would say yes and no. Like, I have very mixed feelings about DA.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I think about it now.
I feel like I got tried by my band director. Like,
okay, I didn't have Mr. Griffin. Shouts out Mr. Griffin. I love Mr. Griffin.
I fucks with Mr. Griffin.
Mr. Griffin was that dude, bro.
He hated me. Really? I'm sorry,
Griffin?
No cap, bro. My junior and senior year, I don't know what it was. Me, Nick, Patrick, after we was hanging with like all the homies that was getting ready to leave and go to college, we just got on some like real rat shit. And whenever we were playing for like Griffin or Schissel, we was fucking shit up, like just on some stupid shit, just being dumb.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles, because we were like, damn, this shit isn't fun anymore. All the good musicians left type shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how that withered away.
It's just like, it's really weird because like now working at a school and like teaching kids, like you see it from a different perspective.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, I was really an asshole to my teachers. Like, I was really, like, I had no reason to be like that. You know what I mean?
Grown man.
Right? Like,
at 16 years old.
I was just like,
didn't have no bills to pay.
Put some respect on my name.
You know what I mean?
All I had to pay was for my phone and my car.
And gas.
And that's it. And that's it.
That's it.
Rent was not existent. You know?
Dude, it's just, and you're just like, damn, like, I could have been cooler to those guys. Like, I feel like they had their own shit going on. You know, I probably didn't help. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. Me being like the way I was in high school, being in 10th grade, I had me a nice little girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was smoking hookah and I was on Vine and I thought I was a hot little cracker.
I feel you.
I thought I was hot.
Went viral.
And yeah, we learned that's not the case real quick.
I feel you. I mean, my senior year, like, you know how you get 2 weeks off, you know, before everybody else?
Yeah.
I took my 2 weeks before those 2 weeks. So I basically had like 4 weeks off, and I was just like, yeah.
So now you talking.
I mean, bro, that's really how it was.
Yeah.
Once you became a senior, I barely remember being in senior year.
I didn't care at all, bro.
Once I started driving to school, school started at 8:25. I started pulling up at like what?
It's fate. There he is. That's like James. How was talk about
8:40. I pulled up to school at 8:40. School started at 8:25.
Yeah, like I just
didn't know how to act.
I took my 2 weeks before the 2 weeks, and like it had gotten to a point where this girl DM'd me on Facebook, and she said, "Hey, y'all remember Rayford?"
Bro, Rayford was my dude, bro. He was the homie.
Let me tell you about Rayford. Rayford basically told them, like, because it was a government class, and if you don't pass government, you can't walk.
Oh, God.
So Rayford was basically like, listen, you got to take this test, dude. Like, he made sure I went there and took the test. I took the test Thursday, the last week of school.
Your last week?
Yeah. The last week of school.
Oh, so this was after you had already took your 4 weeks off.
I took a little 4 week vacation. Yeah.
That's funny.
And you know, shouts out to Rayford. You know, he really looked out for me that day. And he's the reason I walked, man. He's the reason I walked. Dead ass. Like,
bro, Rayford looked out for a lot of people.
Yeah, Rayford's the reason I graduated. So like, I love Rayford.
It's a lot of controversy behind that name because I done heard some shit about that nigga when it comes to
I don't want to say too much.
But yeah, we're not gonna speak on that.
I don't want to say too much about what he did, for me. But like he helped me out, man. Like
he helped me out.
Yeah.
Him and Dean Thurlow. What?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, you know who came in more clutch than anybody for me? Miss Bodge. I kid you not.
Bodge?
She was a science teacher.
Oh, I remember.
And
yeah, she retired. Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just quick. So I was skipping class because I wanted to see my girl, and she was in science, and she was in Mr. Yang's class, right?
Mr. Yang,
Yeah,
bro.
she was in Mr. Yang's
my
class.
God,
That was the homie.
So I'm skipping in Mr. Yang's class,
Yeah.
and they share a classroom, Mr. Yang and Miss Bodge. So I didn't know this at the time, but I went to the classroom that she told me she was in, and like 5 minutes later, Miss Bodge comes in there, and I'm fucking sitting there, kind of the books,
Yeah.
Yes. So my dumbass, I'm like, I hope she don't see this, but so she came in the room and she pulled me into the little like side office room
Miss
they had in
Bodge?
between the two classrooms. Yeah, fuck it. And she was like, Nick, what are you doing? What's going on? I was like, and I was so capped, bro. I almost like fake teared up, and I was like, man, I was just
No, those were real tears.
I was
You got
struggling so hard.
Those are real tears.
I was like, damn, I
It's
think
like
I
in
was
between. It's like a mixed feelings, very mixed feelings. But I was just on some like, I was struggling with work, and I really wanted to get your class right, and we got this test coming up, and this, that, and that thing. It's just like, well, why didn't you just come to me for more help? But I was like, what do you think he's gonna teach you better? You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Wait, here's my question. Was he teaching the same science course?
Yeah, thank God.
You're going to go to this man class and he don't even teach the same course?
I teach
Whoa,
biology,
come on,
Nick.
bro.
Oh my God. So thankfully enough, though, Miss Bodge was my guardian angel, and she walked me back to the class I was supposed to be in.
And like write you up?
No, I like wrote a pass.
Oh,
And personally
shit.
walked me back
That's
to
dope.
class.
Yeah, that's dope.
To her class?
No, to the
His
class
next
I was
class,
supposed to
yeah,
be
like
in.
his class he's supposed to be in.
Oh.
Yeah, on some. He wasn't skipping. He was with me studying.
That's pretty dope.
So Miss shout outs to Miss
Damn,
Bodge.
shout outs to Miss Bodge.
Yeah,
She was
shouts
a
out.
real one.
Do y'all remember Miss Sample?
Yeah, I never had her, but
Listen,
I know,
But she was
I know
such
the
a
type.
stickler, bro.
One year she dressed up as Captain Jack Sparrow for Halloween.
I remember that.
And when I tell you,
She looks like a goddamn parrot.
she looked exactly. I was like, whoa. I was like, who is this man?
Whose man
walking
is
around
this?
drunk as hell, trying to like talk to students about ID badges? And they're like, no, that's Miss Sample, bro.
Whose man is this?
I had to get a closer look. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, that's so rough.
Hey, but they committed, and that's the shit though about DA. Like the teachers gave a shit. Like I mean, at least mine did. I don't know about all of them. I can't speak for all of them, but mine did.
Yeah,
like,
they did.
and they went the extra mile.
Some
type
of
shit.
them.
And like things about that now, like that's now like I look back and I'm like, damn, I wish I was a little better to them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
bro.
I
Shouts
understand.
out to Miss Rouse, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Miss Rouse, she was kind of a hard ass, but like, she really just
she
wanted
never
the
give
best
you
for
100,
everybody.
but she never give you a 0.
There you go.
Bro, the lowest grade you could ever get in her class was a 55. 'cause
Hey.
that was as low as it got for her. So
I'm
I
talking
was
about
like,
didn't
yo,
have to turn in shit, didn't have to pass nothing, didn't have to be
55?
there. 55.
55.
I can
in
get
her
that to a
class, bro.
60 real quick.
You know what I'm
What?
saying?
Yeah,
It's
right.
passing
60s
technically?
considered
You
passing.
can turn
I
in
guess.
15% of your assignments
Yeah.
and pass.
Come on now.
But no,
Simple
there was the
math.
one thing she did at the end of the year. I can't remember. It was like some photo book, scrapbook, journal thing, and that was like for our quarter. She was like, "This is 50% of your grade for the whole quarter." And I was like, "Miss Ralph, like God, damn. You telling me everything I did for the past 9 weeks don't mean shit?"
Don't mean shit to
I
me.
mean, it meant like 40%, I guess.
Bro, I guess. But
But that's another thing. Like,
she was a good teacher.
do
though.
y'all
She really
read?
was. I
on,
listen
like,
to
I've
audiobooks.
Just
I love
got
audiobooks.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, because like ever since high school, I haven't really read a lot. You know, other than the books I read to my kids, and those are like elementary school books. But like, I want to read.
Nah, bro. I just got into it, and like honestly,
I
that
sent
shit
you
is
an audiobook.
therapeutic as fuck.
Did you read
Yeah.
it?
You sent me an
See, I feel
audiobook?
like I feel like I gotta look at paper, man. I
Nah,
gotta hold a
bruh.
paperback or a hardback.
Send me that bit again. I'll definitely
Like,
listen
what is
to
that
it.
like?
about
Hearing
Gary
another person?
Vaynerchuk.
Is it like another person reading it?
So the audiobooks I read have the author reading it,
Okay.
which is great.
Oh, so it's Gary
But can
V.
you see?
Yeah.
Cussing?
And like,
Can you see the book?
well, the best part when you listen to the author read the book and it's audiobook, usually they take breaks during the book and actually like talk, so you get more in depth.
That's pretty cool.
Some shit. So I love audiobooks. And plus, my commute to work for the past couple months has been 30 minutes each way.
Okay.
So
true.
audiobooks or podcasts have been
But
my
you can't
go-to.
actually see what they're reading, right? You're
See,
just
yeah.
hearing
See,
the words.
I don't know. I guess
I mean, they can show the word. I mean, well, it depends on.
If I'm going
what you're
to hear an
looking at.
audiobook, I would much rather be able to see the book as
follow
well.
along while they read. I'd rather just read the book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
then
You know,
there's
just
that
give
point,
me a
it's just
paperback.
just
Give
let
me a
read
hardback
the
and I'll just
book.
read
Come
it.
on now.
It hits me better when they read it to me.
I mean, but also it works for you because it's while you're
There
on
is
your
something
drive.
to that, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Hearing somebody read it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't.
I listen to Morgan
internalize
Freeman
it.
read me a book. Or
I fall asleep listening.
What's his name? James
I still
Earl
James
King?
Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
I'd listen to Mufasa read me a
That
book.
nigga.
Hell yeah, I'd listen to Mufasa read me a book.
That would be pretty lit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty fucking lit. Hey man, I think we got a couple things to tell these people to do this week,
Indubitably.
next week, whenever.
Hey, shouts out to Rouse. She put me on that word, indubitably.
Indubitably.
Yes, bro.
I like that word.
Shouts out to her.
Indubitably.
My favorite teacher. Oh man, I don't remember her fucking name. It sucks. I guess you can't
Could
call
have
her
been your
name.
favorite teacher then.
Favorite teacher from DA?
Madame.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Oh,
Shouts out
no.
Madame.
Madame was the
I-
French teacher.
Yeah,
Shouts
I
out
didn't
Madame.
know her.
She,
I don't
she
know her
lives in
actual
Murray
name.
Hill.
I know.
She lives in Murray Hill. That's dope.
She's sick as fuck. I'm talking about, one, met my girlfriend in that class at the time. Two, she didn't give a fuck that I had a girlfriend. And then, I don't know, she let me be late. You know what I'm saying?
We set up
She
a
was pretty
2K
chill.
tournament in
I
her
skipped
room.
in her class several times.
Bro,
Yeah.
and then she would actually, if you were willing to learn, she's willing to
Yeah.
teach you.
Yeah,
There was a bunch of people that took advantage of Madame, because of that, because she would, if you didn't give a fuck, she would allow you
Yeah,
to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
But if you
But
actually
could
wanted
you
to
pass
learn,
the class?
she was willing to teach. Yeah, you could pass
you
the
didn't
class
give a
and not
fuck?
give a fuck. Yeah.
Okay,
It
that's
was
what's
possible.
up.
True.
It just.
Did y'all go to La Villa? Y'all went to
Yeah, I
La
went to
Villa.
La Villa.
Do y'all remember Miss Holzendorf?
Bruh, shouts out to her. She was
Yeah.
my, 6th grade?
Health teacher or science, social
She
studies?
was like my research teacher.
Yeah, okay.
You remember that
yeah,
class?
yeah, yeah.
Research?
Research.
When that was a fucking thing. I didn't even
Or
know research was a
cognitive
class.
thinking. You remember that? Critical thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Free.
Yeah,
Miss Free
oh
taught
my
critical
God,
thinking.
bro. Yo,
but yeah,
shouts
Miss
out Miss
Holzendorf,
Free.
bruh. Shouts out to her. She was
Lives
I
in
got
Murray Hill.
really Zen vibes
Yeah.
from her.
Lives in Murray Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
super Zen vibes from her. So shouts out to her. She
And
was
to
dope.
the people that now work at these schools, I saw Peyton Souter works at La Villa
Yeah,
School
a
of the Arts.
substitute, right? Yeah,
which
I
is
saw that. That's
awesome.
so dope, dude.
Mr. Souter taught at DA, right?
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
her
but that's cool because
dad.
going to that school and then teaching it. That's what I do now. I went to Ruth and Upson Elementary and now I
Yeah.
teach there. Now she's subbing at the school she went to. That's dope.
I know that's awesome, and I saw something she posted the other day, and R.I.P. to her sister that had passed away,
Yeah.
but she said it brings her back really good memories from the fact that they went there together for
Yeah.
a little while, and she could have the memories of walking through the hallway or getting lost in some of those memories, and then seeing kids and all that smile. I don't know. I just think that's really cool to be able to influence the next generation already, and I think Taylor Baines works for Douglas Anderson now.
See, that's
she
another
works
one.
at
Teaching
DA.
where you went. That's so
I
cool.
believe she's a dance teacher.
Yeah, that's dope.
And that's what she went there
Yeah.
for. So to be able to live your life that way, I think is awesome.
Another person, I believe Faith. I can't remember her last name, but I know she's Jordan's cousin.
Oh, Faith
she
Norton.
teaches, Yeah, Faith Norton. She teaches at La Villa, I believe.
She
Oh,
does.
see, that's
I had no
dope.
idea.
If I
That's
remember
dope.
correctly, I believe she teaches dance at La Villa.
That's so dope. That's
Yeah.
so dope.
That's super dope, bro.
Yeah.
What? You just graduated college and you're going back to your alma mater. That's
Oh yeah, and I mean,
what better way to pay homage?
And we're talking about it now, but teachers, they make an everlasting impact on people's lives. You're gonna remember
Right.
that person
'Cause I remember the
forever.
cats that taught me
You know
in
what I
middle
mean?
school.
Yeah,
Did
we're
you?
talking about Miss Free and
Right.
My
Miss
favorite
Holzendorf.
teacher.
And
Middle school, La Villa was Mr. Miller.
I never had him.
He was a G.
Someone's at the door.
I don't know who that is.
I never had him.
So,
He said yes. Matter of fact,
Well, yes, there is.
yes, as a matter of
As a
fact,
matter of fact.
at Escape, the restaurant and bar, they host this networking event every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you don't know,
Where is this?
That's in Riverside.
I know. I'm about to say. I know I've seen this place.
Yeah,
let me see.
bro.
You got a picture of it?
Yeah, bro.
Let me see what it looks
Right
like.
now.
Where the fuck have I seen that?
So the cool thing about this networking event is like it's in 5 Points. So you already know.
West
like,
Side.
5 Points is really nice.
That's the vibe.
Really, really pretty scenery. Every Wednesday they have a happy hour all day. It's happy hour all day. You hear me?
All day. What's that
Did
Kanye
we say
song?
that at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, they have a back patio. So,
Anywhere
social
with a
distancing.
patio.
Yeah, anything.
Oh yeah,
bro.
if you can do it
Well, I
outside.
I can't stress this enough.
and,
If
like,
they have an outside portion to their venue, go to the outside portion so you can social distance.
Yeah.
Like, make sure to wear that mask even though you're socially distancing.
catch the breeze, it's nice.
Get out in nature a little bit. Come on now.
Enjoy life.
Come on now. God, it's the little things.
If you need something to do to be physical, you need to be activity wise. I don't know. Maybe go on a bike trail.
Go for a walk.
Go for a little walk,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Walks.
That
walks
is so
are
underrated.
Walks are so. Listen,
Come on, bro.
come on,
bro.
so
That shit is
underrated.
so underrated, bro.
So underrated. I go for walks a lot, man.
Clear your mind.
Yeah.
Think about things.
What?
Get organized.
Go to a nature trail. Take a walk.
UNF trails is pretty nice.
Light
And I'm
that
kind of
shit up.
biased because I'm a UNF student, but yeah.
I mean, there's trails all over the place.
it's trails all over
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
it's crazy. Jacksonville's pretty dope. Slept on.
I don't know if we've
I know
ever
everybody-
said this, but Jacksonville is definitely the biggest city
I think land-wise.
Land-wise.
Oh yeah. Period. In all of.
in the United States, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, in all of the United States.
Pretty
If
sure.
not Florida,
I'm pretty sure the United
yeah.
States.
I'm pretty sure it is. Actually,
We big.
it's a big ass fucking
They
city.
say
man.
everything
But
is
everybody
bigger in
wants
Texas,
to leave,
but
man. All my friends are
Nah.
like, man, I need to leave. I need to get out of Jacksonville.
Well, you ain't never heard me say that though.
No, you're right.
Facts.
You're right. You're right.
I ain't never wanted to leave this fucking place. I mean, I want to travel.
Oh,
I
of
mean,
course.
I'm not
you know,
gonna
I mean,
cap.
I
I want to get up out of here.
But this
I
is
wanna
home.
accomplish some things, but this is definitely
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
And this is where I want to like build a community like
Exactly.
Joey.
Yeah,
Come
build
on,
a
bro.
community,
Yeah.
build a family. This is home. It's
I mean, I
what it
definitely
is.
get my
Yeah.
traveling in. It's important to, go
See the
expand and
world.
see other cultures and stuff. Like, I love
sure.
Build some shit up.
that. Yeah,
Get a passive income. Travel.
exactly. There it is.
You know,
Easy
and then
way.
just build from there. That's all it is.
And I'm blessed to have been able to do that. So it's pretty
You
cool.
are a traveling little fuck.
I do like to go around
this
the globe.
dude right here. I'm
Yeah.
talking about at
I
least.
think we talked about that.
Yeah. Been to Amsterdam.
Yeah, when you gonna take me on a trip?
Listen, I tell people all the time, if you can pay your ticket.
I can pay my ticket.
Okay, listen, we have your place to stay with my family. We cook food. They're big on cooking. It's
Y'all ever
just
trying to go to Africa? I got family.
I'm
over
down
there.
to go to
I got a
Africa.
place to
I'm
stay,
down to go to
dog.
Africa. I want to go. I have a buddy in
Put
South
that out
Korea right now teaching English.
What?
Yeah, and I want to go there, but you have to take like
Damn,
2 weeks to quarantine. And
I never
stuff,
thought
like-
about that. I always thought about learning. You got to learn someone else's language, be bilingual, and you know what I'm saying, be on their language. But you know what? Go somewhere and teach some English. That's
Dude,
fucking smart.
And he gets
fucking
he gets free housing and
Everybody
stuff.
speak English.
Yeah,
Tries to.
dude. Listen, that's an international language of business.
Yeah, it
like
is.
everyone learns English and stuff. So it's a big job.
I just want to learn Italian and German.
Yeah, I took German in high school. Shouts out
German
Miss Sweet
a
and
language
Barnes,
that's,
Mr.
like,
Barnes.
pretty
We had
popular?
German as an option.
Yeah, we had
dude.
German as an option,
Yeah.
but like nobody
would've
really
took
took
that. I
that
didn't
class.
even
I
know.
took
I
Latin, and nobody definitely took that.
You know what's
class.
crazy is
It
they
was
made a
like
lot
10
of
of us.
vocalists take German because they
What?
sing in German.
Oh,
they
for
sing German
diction?
songs and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So like I was in there with a lot of vocalists.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap this
Yeah,
up, guys.
man.
All right, man.
We had some good
I could
ass
talk with y'all all
conversation, man.
night. for
Right,
real.
like we
Yeah.
just been wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm tell you what.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Oh,
But I mean, this is Duval Talks.
You're
man.
right.
That's what we do. We get
That's what
people
we
from
here to
Duval that are doing amazing
I
things.
appreciate y'all having me for real.
Oh,
For
dude,
real.
thank
bro.
you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
I told you when we want to talk about this park. Hopefully, we can get some more people out there for
Yeah,
you.
listen, look for the GoFundMe on Facebook. It's Murray Hill Athletic Association. Change a life,
You
make an
heard it.
impact.
Say it one more time.
Murray Hill Athletic Association. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Just even a share. We'll take anything. Just trying to change kids' lives and one step at a time. So, yeah.
Murray Hill
Thank y'all.
Athletic Association. One more time for the
Murray
for the
Hill
people out there.
Athletic Association, MHAA.
Go support your local.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.